Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. So, DJ commented, excellent research underway. When you design Mall 2.0, you might want to put it in a grid, basically. And that's a smart idea, but unfortunately, as you'll see in this episode, we kind of started just a smidge of a mall right here. We couldn't really call this a mall. We could easily move it, but we did not put it in a grid. So we're probably going to revise that. This was really just to do a couple of things, which you'll see here in the episode. And in terms of what research we're going to do next, I'm pretty sure we're going to shoot for Kovarex. I'm not positive about that. I know I've been distracted by a great many things, but it very much has been what we're working toward here. Although I think, so this is production. Let's see what utility is. Was it utility? Is that the other one, or logistics? I forget. We're also close on this. What about wait, wasn't that what do you need for this one? Oh, I guess it's utility. I thought there was another logi biological. Yeah, no. Anyway, this is tempting if we want to go the bot route. But I don't know if I want to go the bot route yet. Still kind of on the fence about that. We'll see. So, moving on. Gort commented, let's see. Basically how I could sort warehouses and why and also attacked my 12 little boxes. Thank you, Gort. Very bold of you after you messed up all the oil production, as we'll get into in this episode. But you're correct. That is kind of messy. I guess we could use your approach to sorting it. And then Kanan caught up to our latest episode, so now he has to watch each episode as it comes, like the rest of us mortals. And he wants his name on Novice. So, given that we're right here, let's see. I think that we're going to have to move something. Here, give me some sulfur. Didn't say what color, so you're getting gold like everybody else. So he doesn't have a space in his name, so we'll just do, and we'll give him the arrow after. Oh, we're going to your, hey, it fits. Okay. Well, that's good, right? And for anybody who doesn't already know, Kanan has an awesome stream on Twitch and some YouTube VODs that you should check out. I'll leave the links in the description. I didn't think it was going to. Oh no, this doesn't fit from over here. And I didn't do it symmetrically. There we go. So, I think that takes us through the comments. There was some Discord chat. A lot of it was behind spoilers that I didn't want to watch, which, by the way, guys, is part of why I am... Is there a little gap in the stone right here? Part of the reason I don't want to host a dedicated server is because I don't want spoilers. You know, everybody else is going to go faster than me. A lot of guys have thousands of hours in this game. I've got under 1,000, so I do like kind of discovering it as I go, and I really appreciate the guys that are in the Discord not putting spoilers, or at least putting them behind the spoiler blocks. It really means a lot. And speaking of Discord, like I said, there weren't that many Discord comments, so let's get back into it. Alrighty, I guess it's time to finish this mall project here. So let's see this. We said we were gonna do, so you got big motors right there. We need those. And you need concrete and heat shielding, so we will put these here. Why is my RoboPort not go? Oh, we're out of all that. Okay, let's go get more. No underground belts, no red belts. I do think that we're going to start to decentralize our mall. Let's see. Uh-oh. Oh, we got problems. because we made this thing so big. We might have to make these by hand. Let's see. Yeah. Or let's think about what we could do here. Well, at the very least, we could stuff some speed modules in here. Can we make the faster ones? What does that take? Advanced circuits and small electric motors. Well, we got motors right here. Oh, that's right. Guess what I found? Interface settings. Always keep the player's inventory sorted off, which is amazing. What is this? Oh, okay, cool. Oh, here, we want this one too. Pick ghost item if no items are available. Oh, this is amazing. Oh, I'm so excited. Set quick bar. Whatever. That's enough power for now. Oh, this is so powerful. Because then we can, well, we can't build that there, but even if we don't have it, I can put a ghost for it. Oh, that's so amazing. And oh, it's so, can one person even have this much power? It seems wrong. It seems like there should be laws against it. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, I just... Although... Thought I made more of those. Oh, they're making right now. Got it. Cool. Oh, I can't. This is amazing. Now, if only... You know, if only you could kind of tell it where to put stuff. I guess that's kind of what the quick bar is. But, I just wish there was an easier way to, like... I wish you could group things. I feel like there's a better UI design to be had here, although that is asking a lot. I know all my complaints about the Factorio UI are fading away because this is awesome. And let's just try to, I want to put stuff that we definitely want along the bottom here. It's fine. I mean, this is already a big improvement. Okay. So anyway, we have our speed modules now. So now we should be able to go over to this guy with our speed module 2s, which, what do they give us? They give us 30% speed instead of 20. Question is, I don't know if that guy can keep up anymore. So let's make him a, I mean, it looks like he's keeping up. Yeah, no, he's doing okay. And then if we get rid of this... If only... And then let's... that's already a red. Okay. I mean, that's going to chew up a ton of the iron coming in on this, but that's okay. You know, we try to scale that up more too. Wow, we got up to 33 red belts there. I wonder, we probably got those from another storage chest someplace else. I don't know. Maybe they were like over there or something. But either way, that should help significantly with our problems. And then let's see what we were doing. Oh, these got placed as well. Okay. Whoops. Nope. Okay. So we look at our bundling here. This is right there. And then okay. So now you got these two. We have big motors right here. This should be right. Whoops. Nope. No, I did that right the first time. Okay, 3 out of 5. Then, of course, we need iron plates and steel plates to make their way up here. Wow. Did I really do this? Am I really this disgusting of a person? So, that was gross that I didn't split that off. That's awful. Oh, man. Let's see. Let's work our way backward from where we want to be here. So that one will be iron. And then steel is going to be coming from right about there. So let's... Alrighty. And then let's just hook this up. We are out of underground belts, but we can still put a ghost to ensure that tragedy doesn't strike here. I should probably make a... is there a way to move this? Can I, like, please... See, I don't want to right-click that. Right-click to clear. I want to drag it, is the thing. Like, I want to move it. So here's my next complaint, right? That I have to go and do this. Especially because the rest of my pipes are up there. Whatever. That's fine. Maybe there's an easy way. Maybe... Please, comment, make fun of me, tell me. I will gladly sacrifice ego to find out the answer here. Alright, I always want 50 of those. But we just made one. And here it is. Guess the downside to our newfound freedom of putting stuff in our inventory wherever we want is there are a couple of things that I'm going to be looking for where they used to happen. And I'm not going to know where to go now. So it looks like we got a RoboPort right here. Let's go ahead and place one there. Wait, did I? Oh, there. That's why. Because the power pole. Okay, I see. Yeah. Wow. That really messed me up there. There. Put it there. Oh, thanks, guys. Okay. So now we got this. And so even from space, if we want to add things, we can, which is cool. Although we should probably add a few that we know we're going to need, like, right now. So I think that was definitely... Here, let me take just one of them. Definitely was concrete is one. Oh, that's so useful. Just being able to cue that, hit the Q key on that to eyedropper it, and then put them down is just so amazing. Hey, can you... Oh, I see, he was recharging. Okay, so that, as soon as that goes down and that power pole goes down, that should be in range now. Or wait, oh, didn't... No, it's just out of range. Okay. What is wrong with me? Wait. Yeah, that's wrong too, isn't it? It needs to be... right there. I don't know why I bothered with this. I mean, whatever. We're going to end up putting roboports everywhere anyway. Not a big deal. But I do want to look at what other recipes we have here, right? So, concrete was a big one. That's a big one. We don't say that word, though. Explosives, that one still really grinds my gears. Explosives, though, that's another one that we got to do. Okay, so let's go ahead. Concrete. Anything else big in here? Explosives, we're gonna want that, I'm sure. Although, is there really an urgent need for that? Sulfur. Gonna want sulfur. Solid rocket fuel. My goodness, that's probably the biggest one, honestly. Let's see if we need any others. That one was solid rocket fuel. I'm using it to browse. I think that that's actually it right now. No, don't put it on me. I don't want... No. Here, get rid of it. Okay, we gotta go down there. I don't think I have walls, do I? Okay. So... now, I think... Where is this trouble coming from? I'm looking for a blinking pollution square, but I can't find it. Guess we'll just go walk the perimeter. Could it have just been that we like bursted? Oh no, here's the problem right here. Alright, let's try to let's try to not do that. Hey, the adaptive armor is great. We're actually there we go. Thanks guys. Yeah, that was probably the issue right there. Did I get all of it? Yeah, I think I got it all. Okay. Okay, so let's get some concrete over here. And some heat shielding. What else is over there? Sulfur. I think, oh yeah, and explosives. So we'll need that. Where are... Where's sulfur? Right there. Comes in on this bundle here. So, next to the plastic, which we already have. Right? So, I might have placed that too close to each other. I'm not sure. But let's go get sulfur up here first. Although, I probably did that not in order. It's fine. We'll just make messy belts. I'm not worried about it. We gotta connect all those to the circuit network first. If we don't do that first, we're gonna have other kinds of issues. Let's get us some copper. Guess this one probably just pull from the right. So if we come up like this, just leave ourselves some room. There we go. Give them all power. Oh, and of course we have to hook up the delivery capsules. Cool. Okay, so now we can actually, I think, start to automate stuff around this. Like the, we can belt things out of that delivery receptacle and have them get belted over to the science pack area, which we know we need. We kind of have linked these now, which is awesome. Okay, so, oh, wow. We almost forgot something very important. I won't say what. If I can even find, oh, there they are. Okay, so they go up here. That's why. We need to go stock up. I'm not sure why these bots aren't bringing me stuff. Oh, look, they were. They turned around when I went out of range, and now they're all kind of. I guess I just stand here and wait for them then. Might be time to start getting some of these raw materials out. I feel like I shouldn't get rid of wood yet. I feel like there's a reason I might need wood. We'll see. And yeah, I know I know that I just built a red off a yellow belt, but it's more of a why not kind of thing. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, no, we're good. It's just less that I have to upgrade later when inevitably I have to upgrade these. Let's think about this for a second, because now I guess we do that. Oh no, that's wrong. That. Then we'll do like this. I would like to... Did I do something terribly wrong here? No, I think I'm... Just what item goes here? Whatever that item is. It's glass. Well, now it has that way to... Feels wrong just to type it. Just to type the phrase hurts. Oh, wow. That train was hurt. I guess we better, maybe we could put a repair station at the depot or something. I don't know. I don't really feel like doing it right now. Alrighty. Everybody's all hooked up. I guess we better go test a couple of deliveries here. We added concrete, explosive, sulfur, solid rocket fuel, and forgot to set the recipe on... You know what? It's psychological. Like, I just can't... I don't even want to think about it. I don't even... And I didn't set the destination. Uh-oh. Can I just... See, because if I gotta turn them on, right? Okay. That should all be... Okay, I think we're good. I guess let's test a couple. Actually, maybe I can do it with the satellite so that I can see. Okay, yeah, the satellite has access to everything. Okay, we did concrete. Let's do a load of that. Okay, concrete is loading. Let's do explosives. We messed up. We did heat shielding, not explosive, so that's actually probably for the better, honestly. Because I don't want... Okay, I think we just shot some, so let's turn the concrete off. This should be... There we go. Goodbye. When you change a recipe in something when you're in satellite view and you have materials in your hand, I wonder where it puts it. That's a good question. Wonder what it does with that. So anyway, let's try that again. Heat shielding. Nope. Because I didn't set this. There we go. See, that's why we test. That's why we test our code. Not that this is code. It's really... You know, that's actually something I want to do a video on. I see a lot of folks that talk about Factorio being a lot like writing code. And don't get me wrong, in some ways, it is. Why is this not propagating? What's going on here? Why? Okay. I guess I hit a button and turned it off. Let me finish testing and then I'll finish that thought. Because I think we're going to do a video on this. Where is it? It's fuel? This one? Yeah. Fuel. Okay. No, we just did sulfur. I Those are cool gun sound effects for sure. They're awesome. Cool. I think we're good to go here. So, I see this brought up a lot, probably hundreds of times now over the years, that Factorio is a lot like writing code. Now, in some ways, yes, it is. I do agree. In kind of a logical sense, let's think about what we just did. These are conditionals, right? Like, obviously, because it says right in it, enabled, disable, enabled condition, right? And these, like when you say a constant output or where you get a signal from anywhere, you're basically setting a variable somewhere. And you can almost think of the circuit networks as like a class, right? Because with a preset number of variables, like you can only have one variable for, well, you can go in here and see right here. Let's go over here. These are your variables, and they're all effectively, I believe, integers or longs. I'm not sure what the maximum numeric value that one of these can have is, but it's really all integers and longs. That's it. Now, if you think about what programming is normally like with, and then, so that's one aspect. Circuit networks, that's the mapping there. You know, you have your conditionals, and you also can basically say where you want to set variables from. So that's what you're effectively doing there on the circuit network. Now, the belts themselves are another kind of interesting analogy to programming, but they're not as direct as I think some people think they are. So when you look at, I'm trying to think of the best thing to look at here. You want to look at like a chained dependency. I think of an assembler as like a thread that can do exactly one statement, right? It says, basically it's like a for loop that will block on, it's like a for loop inside of a thread that will block on incoming. So, you know, you need electric furnaces, speed modules, and satellite telemetry for rocket science packs. And the loop won't execute until it has those inputs. And then once so you can think of the belt as like a queue, right? And you can access multiple queues from this, and or maybe better yet, it'd be a while loop, right? So this while loop will say, you know, well, I haven't managed to pull any of these. When I have the requisite number of input items in, you know, that I've pulled off the queues, execute and put something in my output queue, which is really this right here, and then an inserter is basically the code that would take that out and put it in. And I think of a belt as another long queue that can have any kind of item in it, right? Like, so if you think about type safety in programming, and I'm sure that some of the people watching this are like, what are you talking about? But you know, this is almost like a declared type here, that this queue can only have rocket science packs in it. But once it's on the belt here, it's, you know, it's an object. It's, or like in C++, a void pointer. So it's just an interesting thing, because yes, it is very much like programming in some ways, and there's, I would argue it's a lot more like multi-threaded programming, or maybe like serverless, than it is other types. But it definitely, there are some things in programming that I don't think it has analogs to. It really, to me, is more like application architecture than programming itself, because programming itself, you get into the nitty-gritty of, you can have, you know, iteration, like you can have for loops in a row, it can call other functions, this and that. There really isn't, in my opinion, much of that. Like, it's really, this game is mostly based around two things to me, and I might revise that when I think about it some more, but I think it's really just queues, and I think it's conditional logic, right? And that's really, I think that's, like I think you could design something like this pretty readily in just about any language that would behave very similarly, abstractly, and it's just an interesting thought experiment. I don't think, I've written a bit of code in my life, and I don't think that it is a one-to-one mapping with programming. There are a lot of similar concepts, and it's a similar mentality, but part of the power of Factorio and why I think it sometimes attracts both developers and people that are not developers but aspire to be maybe or take a passing interest in it is because, like many other frameworks, it makes it way more accessible, right? So instead of just giving you the entire power of, I don't know, the C# language or Java or C++, it gives you this kind of all these guardrails. I don't want to call them guardrails, guidelines. Kind of limits your abilities, and it says, okay, you have queues, you have while loops, and you have conditional logic, and you can kind of mix those. And if you actually tried to build an application out of just those components without having the ability to have like nested function calls and, arguments that themselves could be references to either a queue or a stack or a list or some kind of collection, whatever, it would be very difficult to build any modern application with just these tools, or very limiting, I should say. But for the purposes of recreation, this limiting is empowering, and it makes it a lot more fun. And if you look at things like retro dev or vintage development, stuff like Commodore 64 dev on the 6502 and stuff like that, which we talk about in the Discord a bit, by the way. It's kind of a cool place. A lot of the guys there know stuff about this stuff. But if you look at vintage development on older CPU architectures, when we didn't have things like garbage collected languages and stuff like that, it's extremely it's amazing to see what people do with those limitations, what they were able to produce over the years, back before we had 16 core CPUs like I'm playing this on right now. And it's again, I think it kind of is an example of that. Factorio is an example of how those limitations can make something more fun to do, even though obviously the more powerful option is a full-fledged programming language. And I do think we'll do a video on this at some point or another. I don't know when, but I think it could be an interesting one, because I see these comparisons fly around all the time, but I haven't yet seen someone. I guess I saw people dig in a little bit, but I really want to explore that, because I do think it is queues, kind of like, there's so many queues. I don't see any stacks. I guess inventories are kind of like stacks, but they can easily be rearranged. So, and then, there's probably a couple of implicit like maps, hash maps, dictionaries, whatever you want to call them. That's another bread and butter data structure that you see everywhere. Trying to think what else. Trying to think if there's any analogs to like SQL or anything like that. Like indices and result sets and whatnot. I don't know. I'll have to give that one some more thought. Anyway, what are we up to now? So we tested these. Let's tick off the ones that we just added and tested. Trying to think. Maybe heavy oil barrels, right? Maybe we do that, because the only problem is our heavy oil barrel production is, I think, right here, and I don't like it right there, if I'm being honest. I'm thinking that maybe we relocate that and free up even more of that space over there, and put it over maybe like up here, like in here. And by the way, that little rant about the parallels between programming and Factorio, I reserve the right to be completely wrong there. So if anybody ever quotes me on that and says, oh, well, that one time you said and you were wrong, totally. I probably was. I very much am expecting to be about some of it. I'm going to think on it more. But that's my nature. I'd prefer to talk first and be wrong and then figure it out later than wait. Because it's only speculation. I am not asserting those things. I am speculating. That little, you know, this is, oh, because of that. You know what? We're going to fix this, because this thing has gotten on my nerves for the longest time. Much better. And I wonder if we could fix this one now, too. Much better. Much better. I was muted again. Gonna have to find that one. Let me cut this. See, when I make a mistake, if you notice the cut lines in the videos, it's usually because I made a mistake or because I had to go do something. It's kind of how I mark it to my... Oh, I broke that. Not a mistake like, not a mistake like, oh, I made a mistake in the game. Those I publish for everyone to see. But if I am talking on mute for a while, although I have a backup track now, so I can actually bring it back from the dead. When I mute to cough or sneeze or whatever, it's only... I'm only muting one of 2 audio tracks. I record to 2 simultaneously, which is quite effective. It's a permanent solution, seemingly, to the nightmare scenario of I have not been recording for the past 20 minutes, which has happened to me. Let's see. I think we're all set here. We did it. I mean, I know a lot of this is going to need to be scaled up, and I think I noticed before that, oh yeah, we're dead on plastic again, so our refinery area, some sort of trouble is afoot. I mean... So these guys are... We have fluid ingredient shortage. So we are short crude. Oh, that's right. Gort hooked up the oil field wrong up here. We never fixed this. This is like 3 videos old at this point. Here. Unbelievable, Gort. I don't know how you let stuff like this get through. Do you even check your work? Honestly, like, do you know the term diligence? But in seriousness, joking aside, I'm thinking we just do a dedicated server. I have the hardware to host it. Can't promise it'll be the most reliable thing, but I'm pretty responsive about getting stuff back online, so I might set one up one of these days. Let's, we should go do this soon, or this one right here. Another one out there. Yeah, I guess all of our oil fields are draining out, huh? Where are they even? Oh. Yeah, expected resources. Wait. That seems like a healthy amount. Are we cutting ourselves off here somewhere? Nine point whatever. 7 point. Is that disconnected? 9 and 7. 9. So how shouldn't that be balancing? Is that where the... Like, this is weird. This is very weird to me. How is that? Just seems like an odd little drop there. And then up here, this seems more reasonable. Over that distance, I would expect it to drop that much. right? 5.5. So then it has to go around 3.5. Is it the guns? Is it because the guns are not good conduits? And then I guess by time it gets all the way up here. Oh, and then, well, no, but that's a pump into the crude. And then by the time we get over here, we're down to like, do we need to use pumps? Is that it? Let's try that. Let's go down there and put a couple of pumps to try to keep things moving. Although I can't imagine it's going to help that much. Actually, one of those did not need to come off here. Oh wow, we took a lot of damage. Okay. So we have some pumps there. I wonder if that's going to interfere with the performance of the guns, though, what I did there. Because I'm making this directional. I'm kind of making a statement here. I'm sitting at like 80. And then if we go up here, this seems like another good place to do it. Let's see how this does, where we net out. Yeah, it looks like it wants to sit around 80. Oh, no, put it back. Okay. So at 80 a second, let's see how we're doing up here. Wait, I lost my way. So this goes up and around here. What, is this just completely broken off? Like what happened? Where is that going? Because we're at 5. That's pumping 80 a second and something's chewing up 80 a second. Is there a way to see like that thing output full, so that's not consuming it? It just seems like a lot. It seems like it's got to be getting up there somehow, because where else could it be going? But I just don't understand. Well, that's useless. Get rid of that. Oh, here it is, right here. Stupid. Well, between those two changes, we got a bit, but I think we might need another buffer pump here to... This is pretty bad. Yeah, looks like that's going to try to settle out in the 70 to 80 range as well. So we're getting 80 from down here, period. I mean, with a combined yield of 800, you would almost kind of think it has to be more, right? As some of these expect... Oh, well, that's a pump that ain't hooked up. So we'll go fix that. That's part of the problem here. But the rest of them, I mean, that's one, right? This one's at 11 a second, though. That's pretty solid. Like 11 a second. I guess that math adds up. But let's go tap that. Just because they all bottom out at 3, and the more you get of them, it still gives you a baseline production. I am debating whether we should put like an oil tank down here or something, though, to stage it for the guns. I don't know how much of a reservoir they have. Looks like they have... Oh, it's 3... Oh, come on. That's nothing. That spends no oil to run. We're good. That thing could run just on its reserves for 30 seconds. 33 seconds. We came down here because one of the pumps wasn't running. This guy never hooked him up. And then it looks like it's trying to get up there right into the high 90s, which 80 plus the 14 we just added, somewhere around there sounds right. Still not enough, though. Make no mistake. We still... That ain't gonna cut it. So... At a time like this, what we could do would be to switch over to some prod mod 2s. What does that take? Advanced circuits and sulfur. That kind of sucks because that's gonna... That means I have to pull... That's okay. We'll be fine. So, if we use productivity modules, and I think we can use 3 on each, where are they outputting? Right there. So we get plus 18% productivity. 18% across the board. It's not going to change the world, but it'll help. See, because not all of them can run, although we're getting a little bit closer. They will almost all definitely be able to run if we did... I don't know if I want to do it. It just doesn't seem like a big gain. Let me just make sure we're still functioning everywhere else, because it just seems low. Like, here. You know what we can do? The crude channels here. What is that? Oh, we have more refineries over there. That's right. I forgot that we had those. So we have 2 inputs here. We have from the top and from the bottom, and then from over here. So if we put pumps, that'll kind of tell us what our performance is here, right? So if we say 1 here, and wait for that to even out, and then we do another one up here. Wait for that to even out. Now let's just make sure we're not connected over here on crude, so we're good there. And then I think it's just from over here, this one right here. We will let that even out. Now the first 2 that we did should be good to watch. So we're pumping at, it still seems high to me. how many oil fields do we have down there? It's really just the one, so I'm gonna guess that that's just some harmonics in the system that are gonna work their way out, because 200 seems high. Unless, where's this coming from? That's why, right there, because that includes that. So this one up here was useless. This was stupid. No reason to have done this. So that one is both of the south ones right there. And then, so wait, what does that do? Am I connected in like a circle here? I bet I am. Maybe not. No, I guess not. All right, so you're only getting 50 from the field up there, and you're getting approximately 200 a second from the other fields. So we're at 250 a second. Oh yeah, I think up here, right? That's the next place to go. Is up for these two, maybe that little guy right there. Maybe we just clear all this out and build a wall up here. Maybe we start to do that. Think about just going on a rampage. I mean, a collaboration spree. And really get our oil under control. I don't like what I just saw there. It's also time to start thinking about relocating this battery, because we're going to want to expand up here, and we have so much steam. How far are we out from the next CME? We got a day of game time, not a day. Like, it's not happening tomorrow. So we have to relocate that battery. And I think it might be time to start doing some serious expansion here. Draw a line. Oh, there's that field right there. I think we're just going to have to go kill a bunch of nests. And just hope we don't drive the evolution factor up high enough to get behemoth biters yet. I don't think we will. I can't imagine we would this early. I guess... I don't know. Maybe we take a trip back to space, though. Use our newfound powers of delivery cannons. Oh, we wanted to do heavy oil, because that is still going to be a bit of a pickle. Do we want to relocate it? We got distracted. Okay. So this setup is really just barrels and a pipe, and we're done. So let's... Well, gotta wait for somebody to... Gotta wait for Amazon to get here with my package. Not that I really like to shop on Amazon much. It's a joke only. Alright, let's get this part out of the way. Okay, so we'll set that to on. And get the boilerplate. There's so many other barrels here that you... Chemical gel. Heavy oil barrel. The request for that is greater than 1. Or greater than 0, rather. And of course... that. I mean... I could make another enormously long belt, but I don't want to do that. So... I just can't decide. I mean, maybe down in here, because we make all sorts of random weird stuff over here for satellites and such, and you got steel right there, and we could just tunnel that. Like, you could break it off, like, right there, and then belt it. I mean, that's not that bad, right? That's a little far away. Let's see if we could find it closer. I mean, we could put it wherever we want. I just worry about setbacks. I want to leave this open to scale. Why do I not want to build it up there? I mean, this is a mall area. Let's just do this here. And we already have steel coming in, so we can even... oh, right. Can't do that. I mean, maybe we just start making barrels here in general. Right? So if there's going to be a mall, then just do one of these, and then... Because we're not going to pull a lot of these in. I forget where the... Oh, it's up there. So yeah, let's do this. I guess we'll put... I really don't want to put these on a provider chest because I feel like the temptation to use barrels via way of bots will be too great. I'm not a big bot guy. Never have been. So I kind of don't want to. For now, we will... You know, we'll leave the door open to it. Maybe in the future we will. So we'll have a little buffer chest here. But we're also gonna have a belt. Well, actually we could just go right here and pull out of the buffer chest. And we don't need that many barrels, so we'll cap it there. I forget how big they are. They stack at 10? We'll see. Heavy oil barrel fill. Put the pipe probably on the underside, right? And then let's go see where we're headed with this before I just start throwing pipes on the ground. Let's say right along these lubricant lines here. That's right, get them. No, it can't be. And it interrupted my pipe placement. this belt of whatever that is, like the fluid storage tanks and the cargo pods or whatever they are that we made for the rocket. This is, I can't, like, how many resources have to be stuck in that? Oh, come on, the warehouse in the way? Come on. Well, we arrived at fuel, so that's good. Oh, this is gross. Man, come on. Did it work? Oh, it reached. Look at that. So we just do that and like that. I think I said I'm doing it up here, right? Yeah. So I probably, you know what? Maybe let's not run it in along here. That ain't that not a good look. Let's go up from here. Guys, can you hurry up, please? Oh, wow. Looks like that lined up perfectly. Alrighty. Here's that. Hook that up. And then... probably going to want to buffer both of them, honestly. Both the plain empty barrels and then the heavy oil filled barrels, because if we don't, I think we can tear this down. Yeah, we totally can. And then, uh-oh. How do we want to handle this? And clear some space here. Things I don't need. No, 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 not that one. This one. We want 0 of all this. We're exclusively red belts now. We've ascended. Okay, can I? Yes. Oh, no, 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 stop. Oh, come on. That was really, that was the final straw there? Really? Here, put those in there. Barrel seems like an intermediate product to me, but you can never find where I put the steel chests on this here. There's the provider chest. I guess I thought I was immune to needing steel chests ever again. But I know where they are in here. All right, as always, time to test our code, right? I would like your finest order of heavy oil barrels, please. Okay. Signal set. What'd I do wrong? What'd I do? Ah. Set the wrong recipe. There we go. Now, of course, we're assuming that this all got there, so let's go and see. We should have... I'm trying to think, is there anything in here that we meant to send that we didn't get? heat shielding, concrete, steel, sulfur, rocket fuel, heavy oil barrels. Yeah, we didn't send any of these. We've seen those work in the past, so. All right. Done. Glass, sand, explosives, crude. I feel like all those things. We got No, we didn't get explosives yet. But what are explosives? I feel like at this point, coal. We don't have coal up there. That's probably something we might want to consider sending. Actually, that makes me a little nervous, right? Yeah, I feel like we do coal. Hurry up. Where'd they go? Wait. Where did my bots go? Oh, there they are. Gotta stop hitting the wrong keys. Because if we send coal up there, we don't have to send explosives. We can, if we want to. We also might want to consider sending water at some point, because it's almost... I don't know. It's an interesting one, right? It costs steel to get it there, because you got to fill a barrel. So I don't think I like that too much. Guys, where are you going? Oh, you're going over there to place those. Cool. Alright folks, thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate you taking the time to join. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like, comment, and or subscribe. It really does help me in the channel, and would love to have your input, and or you can also join the Discord. Good amount of cool banter going on in there, and you get updates on the video without having to subscribe if you don't have a YouTube account. So if you're watching this unsubscribed, you can still join the Discord and hang out, and we would love to have you. So I'll catch you on the next one, and have a great rest of your day.